Hi everyone, Jerry Bellini here from Recycle Parts for Art. Take 525. It's one of those days. Anyway, I'm here with you today. I wanted to come on and do a quick live and tell you about this upcoming project that I'll be working on next Wednesday with Tanya McGuire and Lisa from My Eclectic Life. And the project will be hosted here on my channel, Recycle Parts for Art. And it is an altered bank book. And it's inspired by Monica Moran, the creative beast. And her link will be down in the description box below. She has a YouTube video where she shows you her altered bank book in progress. And it's pretty cool. So check that out. And let me see here. Since I've done this so many times, I'm starting to lose track of what I told you and didn't tell you. It's February 20th. It's going to be a two-parter, February 20th and February 27th, and that's Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the first part will be on my channel, and the second part I'm not sure about. So let's talk about the bank book. This is a vintage bank book, and it's empty. They're empty. Has no printing inside. And I have been selling kits in the Etsy shop. If you're interested, it's free shipping in the United States, and you will get a bank book that looks just like this, along with a bunch of other random supplies that we're going to try to use in the project. And we might not use everything, but if you do not have a bank book, or if you do not want a kit, and that's perfectly fine too. I would like you to take a look at it, though, the kit, to at least see what's in it, because we are going to try to use some of the items in it. But here's an alternative, because we want everyone to participate. Get a piece of cereal box cardboard or file folder and cut it 7 1/4 inches long by 5 1/4 inches high. And you can see I rounded the corners on there. You don't have to. And that can be your cover. And this is if you want to have the same size as our bank book that we're going to be working on. And the paper inside, I was feeling the paper in the bank book, and it feels like, and then I was feeling the paper in my stash. It feels like approximately 70-pound weight paper. And you need 3 pieces of paper, okay? And you want to cut your paper a little bit smaller than your cover. So the paper is actually 7 inches by 5 inches. And then fold it in half, stick it in your cardboard, and just do a pamphlet stitch. Just poke holes in there, and just real easy. And you can Google that to see what that pamphlet stitch is. Really simple. And then after you have your papers in there, then you can trim down your cover to size. All right. Some of the items we would like you to bring to said event, because we're hoping that you're going to work along with us, is your basic mixed media supply kit. So that would include glue, gesso, whatever you have in your basic supplies, paintbrush or whatever. And I'm going to say there's 3 categories of glue. There's the glue stick, there's like Elmer's glue or Mod Podge glue, and then there's the tacky glue. Like I use Aleene's tacky glue, and it's very thick. There's another one, the ultimate glue, I think they call it. It's very, very thick, and it dries really quickly and adheres heavier things. If you have all 3 of those glues, show up with all 3. That would be awesome. The first week, we're going to work on backgrounds. And so these are some of the supplies that you might need for the first week. And no, not might need. These are some of the supplies you will need. And if you don't have them, just try to improvise as best you can. So masking tape. And I'm not giving you these supplies in any particular order. They also will be down in the description box below. Masking tape. A catalog or a magazine. You'll need some acrylic paint, 2 to 3 colors of acrylic paint, a napkin, Saran Wrap, and some paper scraps. So book text, and I don't have a piece of book text right here, would you believe it? But I pre-rip my book text. If you do pre-rip your book text, I want you to keep the edges, that are plain. That's what I'm after. So the edges and book text, so both. You can use security envelopes if you don't have book text. You can also use scraps of scrapbooking paper, just any kind of paper, whatever kind of paper you have. Let's see here. Oh, fabric scraps. I'd like you to bring, and I would also like you to have an image handy that was printed on a laser printer. Okay. The laser printers, the ink is permanent, and the inkjet printers, which is what most people have, that's what I have, the ink is not permanent. And we're going to try to do an image transfer. So some packing tape, the wide packing tape, it's about 2 inches wide, would be great. Now, of course, if you don't have any of these supplies, don't worry about it. Use what you have. And like I said, improvise. The second week, we'll be working on techniques, you might say, on top of the backgrounds. We might get to a few of those things this week. I hate to sound so vague, but I want you to be prepared. So just bring your art supplies. What I like to do is I get a little box, I put everything in the box, and then I'm ready to go. We do have in the kit an image, a vintage image of people. So everybody had a different one, obviously. And if you want to use that image, I'm using the image in my book. If you want to use that image, I would suggest that you photocopy that image so that you can keep the original, and use it. You can photocopy it and use it over and over again. You don't have to. You can use the original if you like to. So that's up to you. But I did want to give you a heads up on that image. And I'm trying to think of what else was in the kit. There's some stamps in the kit, some vintage stamps that I used on one of my pages. And there's a first issue envelope that I used. Oh, I did want to tell you, I almost forgot about this. Very important. I didn't put it on my list. We want a piece of paper, a scrapbook paper. And you want scrapbook paper typically comes in like 12-inch squares. So you want a piece of paper that's at least 12 inches if you possibly can. If you don't have any scrapbook paper, that's okay too. We'll, I know I'm sounding a little crazy right now. What else is new? All right. If you don't have a piece of scrapbook paper, that's fine. Then just a piece of copy paper will work just as well. And I will explain to you exactly how to use that. And of course, copy paper is typically 8 inches long by, what is it? No, I'm sorry. Copy paper is 11 inches long by 8.5 inches wide. So that would work too. So just bring some paper. Just bring whatever you have. We'll figure it out. All right, guys, I wanted to say happy Valentine's Day. Today's my anniversary, so happy anniversary to me. If you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you as well. And I wish you all a very blessed day full of love on this Valentine's Day. Love and recycled art, and I will see you on Wednesday. Don't forget, hit the bell on my YouTube channel so you'll get notifications. And also mark it in your calendar just in case YouTube doesn't send out those notifications, because they have been known to do that once or twice. All right, guys, I'll see you on Wednesday. I look forward to it. I can't wait. Bye.